Welcome everyone to episode 10 of the Brewhouse podcast, a podcast between two brothers where we talk about gaming, entertainment, tech, and everything in between. Our last episode, we were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3. We did our review on it. It's like an hour long. It was a really longer episode. This one, I don't know if it'll be shorter. We don't really have a lot of information on the game we're going to be talking about. I've played it a good bit. Jonathan has played like one game, I think. Jonathan,
I
is that
played
right?
one. Yeah, I played one round, and I've seen enough, and I've read enough to talk more about the economical standpoint is coming from EA, because there's some things I want to bring up that why did they release it right now, but we can get into that.
Yeah, so as you guys could probably tell, around this time, there's a lot of hype around Apex Legends, the new BR game from EA. It's based in the universe of the Titanfall games, which
Even though it doesn't have Titanfall in the name, which is
there's no Titans in the game, which in my opinion the Titan gameplay was always one of the worst parts of Titanfall, ironically.
Correct.
So the normal gunplay was always really good. So this game was actually leaked half a week before it came out. EA and Respawn, I couldn't think of the name of
Respawn.
the developer. They flew out like a bunch of streamers to LA. So they brought out like all the TSM Fortnite guys. They brought out Shroud. They brought out Dr. Disrespect. They brought out a bunch of the big Fortnite streamers.
Fran Mirabella went down from former IGN. And kind of funny, he went down there.
Yeah, and so
that was the weekend before.
That was the Thursday. It came out on a Monday. So that was the Thursday before.
Yes, that's right.
And somebody quote unquote leaked it. I bet they allowed that person to leak it.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, your game's coming out 3 days later. That just builds up hype.
Yeah. So pretty much completely unannounced.
When was it leaked? It was leaked.
It was leaked the Friday before.
Okay, because they were announcing it Sunday during the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, so, they had all the big streamers start tweeting about it Sunday.
So I wasn't expecting this game to do amazing. I was like, all right, it'll have a little hype around it at the beginning.
Did you play either Titanfall?
Yes, I played the first one. I didn't play the second one.
You played it on PC, I'm guessing?
I played the first one on Xbox.
It was the Xbox exclusive, right?
I think. I don't know. The second one was definitely on PC because I know one of my buddies had it on PC.
Well, the second one was on everything but also the biggest difference between the first and the second is the first one was strictly multiplayer. The second one actually had a story, but the first one's still not released on PlayStation 4.
So, Fortnite has been the biggest thing pretty much ever since it came out. And just to give you guys a little perspective, currently on Twitch, Apex Legends has 628,000 viewers. Granted, there's a Twitch Rivals tournament going on, so that's probably bumping up viewership a little. But Fortnite is only at Fortnite is only at 100,000 viewers. This morning, I took a screenshot actually. Let me pull this up. Apex. This was at 10 o'clock in the morning, Central Time. Apex Legends had 305,000 viewers. Fortnite had 63,000.
I think a good thing with Apex 2 is it's drawing in a different crowd than Fortnite was. So it's probably drawing in some of the Call of Duty and some of the
drawing in
FPS shooters.
Yeah, I don't want to say the more. This isn't demeaning to Fortnite. I don't want to say older. This isn't demeaning to Fortnite players.
I'll say
maybe
older.
Some of the more advanced FPS players, because Fortnite is not about who is the better shot. It is about who is the better builder. It's about who has better positioning.
Lucky with the better loot.
Yeah. In Apex, it's pretty much you're up against a person. It's about who's going to outplay the other person. Because when they brought all these people in, the person I'm the most glad they brought in was Shroud, because he actually talked to them about weapon recoil and told them to not go with random recoil because that's dumb. Do it like how Counter-Strike does it, and each gun has set recoil. So if you can learn to control that recoil, you're going to be really good with your shot. Granted, there's still like bullet drop and travel time and everything.
it's going to be more realistic, and it's going to be
Mhm.
more true to actually what the guns should do in real life.
Exactly. So they bring out all these people, they pay them to do a stream the day it comes out. And I think Shroud streamed for like 14 hours the day it came out and averaged
Yes.
like 80,000 viewers or something.
Mhm.
I mean, the game is
Well,
just
he was at 80,000, and then Ninja was probably just the same, if not a little bit more, the
uh
entire time.
no, I think Ninja was below him actually.
Well, I mean, okay, so between the two of them, you're estimating maybe at least 150,000 between the
Yeah,
two of
which was
them.
more than Fortnite at the time for two people.
Exactly. For two people.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that's not even including the other huge
And
streamers like Dr.
that
Disrespect and
those numbers I said before this morning, like for this morning at 305,000, that was without Ninja or Shroud streaming.
correct. Yeah.
So they had 305,000 people without two of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Summit wasn't streaming either. Um, so this game, I think it has. I don't think anything is gonna knock Fortnite off. I think the hype is gonna die down a little bit.
We have to think about, okay, how long. Okay, right now the game has been out what, a week and a half?
No, a week yesterday.
Okay, a demo. The demo, because I mean this isn't the real game yet.
What isn't the real game yet?
Well, because it doesn't have the battle pass or anything like that. That's
Well, it's still the full game. It's not a demo.
yeah, but I mean, they're implementing things in the near future that it's going to make it a whole lot better than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd almost consider this a beta run than anything.
Well, okay.
The biggest thing for me is, how are they going to bring in the revenue to sustain the servers and sustain the infrastructure to be able to maintain the servers and everything like that. Because
Well,
if it goes in the Fortnite model, and they keep up with, like, as much as we hate it, Fortnite does some stupid changes, but they're quick on their changes.
Some of their changes they're quick on.
Some of the I mean, but they're
why are planes still in the game?
I didn't say there were smart changes. I said
no, but you said they're quick.
They're quick. Well, I said they're quick to happen, not necessarily the changes we want to happen.
They're quick to happen once they have a competitor.
Yeah, they'll vault things for no reason, but the time that it takes to vault. Okay, their response time to criticism is quicker than, say, Destiny.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
so Bungie has like the worst response time.
If they are in that realm around there, like within a week or two of, like, tweaking things and being like that, they'll be fine. But the biggest thing is, how are they? It's if they're gonna have that revenue stream that Fortnite has, the skins, the different emotes.
Have you seen the skins in the game?
Yeah, I've seen the skins, but I mean, like, is there emoting in the game? I don't know.
There's they have like different like intros. There's different things your characters can say.
Okay.
When you kill someone, there's different like stats that you can have on like your calling card kind of thing.
Yeah, that's they're gonna need to have more of that. They're gonna need to have different like weapon skins and stuff like that. They're gonna need all these little pay to win nickel and dime things to be able to keep up, because I mean the game's free. So they're gonna need these other things just to be able to sustain the constant updates that are gonna be necessary.
Let me ask you a question. When did Fortnite add the battle pass in?
That was
season 2. So they went a whole 2 months without the battle pass.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, it was a couple months, and I'm not.
It might have been longer. It might have been like 3 months.
Yeah, but so Apex has already said they're coming out with a battle pass, and they're coming out ranked play. So no, that's great. They're ahead of the curve in that sense.
Yeah,
but it's also right now. Yeah, it's doing good, but I'm also okay. We're gonna revisit this. Compared to, we could probably do the state of Fortnite. We can do the state of battle royales in future episode.
Yeah. I mean, I think they hit 25 million unique players this past like on Sunday, which is a stupid number. I mean,
no, the Respawn definitely came out of the gates and did great. I can tell you that I wish it was at a different time.
Because I don't. The battle royale scene needed something fresh. Fortnite needed a competitor.
Yeah, but Anthem comes out Thursday.
Yeah, neither of us care about Anthem though.
But no, I mean, Anthem is.
Yeah, I know.
So why did they release this at the same time as in the same month as Anthem?
I don't know, but I
I
think
guess.
I think they did because they're two completely separate games.
Yeah, I think they're two completely separate games. I think that Apex coming out now can build up the hype, and there's no direct revenue like as far as like a skin or a battle pass or anything like that. I think what they should do is maybe let Anthem be out for a month, and then you come out with Apex Legends. Here's the battle pass. Here's rank play and stuff like that. So you have the PVE in Anthem, and you have the PvP in Apex. So that actually could work.
I think it will work. And I mean, it's two different developers, so they won't have problem. They won't have problems like balancing anything. My whole thing is literally things that people have been begging for in Fortnite: getting the Deagle nerfed, getting planes nerfed, getting turbo building nerfed. People have been asking for turbo building to be nerfed since they added it into the game in like season 3, and we're in. I don't even know what season they're in now. Like 7 or 9 or something. I don't even know.
I haven't played in probably 4 months.
Yeah. So I don't even know what the season they're in right now. People have been asking for these. Literally half a week after Apex comes out, they announce they're making the changes people want. So why did it take them so long to make changes people wanted until they got a competitor that is like, oh, wait, people are stopping playing our game. We better give them what they've been asking for. Correct. They also upped the payout for the support a content creator code. They upped that like one day. It was a stupid amount. They doubled it, double the amount of payout. I think Apex will eventually go ahead and add that in.
Oh yeah, I mean if they're smart, I mean that's just built-in money for them. I mean, also you give a content creator 10%.
Yeah, and you have people use their code, and then boom, they're gonna.
It's more
you give that to Shroud
for people to buy stuff. Yeah, I know. There's no reason for them not to give that out.
Yeah, you give that to Shroud, who averages like 80,000 viewers playing this game, and if say 10% of the 10% of his viewers use that, that's a stupid number.
It's even you have like the hardcore like dedicated streamers that that might average like 50 people, but those 50 people are dedicated. So 40 out of 50 of those play the game and they use the code.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's just
everything builds up, stacking nickels.
It would be dumb not to put that. I think going forward, that's in any free to play model. That's gonna be in there, especially when there's loot boxes or skins or something like that. Anything that you can buy with in-game currency. I think there will be if you can buy in-game currency or in-game items, I think there will always be a streamer option to to plug a streamer code.
And usually I have a problem the way the microtransactions are set up in this game. They have the store where it's like set skins that you can buy, and then they also have Apex crates, which are pretty much loot boxes. I usually have a problem with loot boxes. I don't in this game because you can't get duplicate items. If you get an item, it's taken out of the loot pool for the loot boxes, so you can only get things you haven't gotten. So like if you I was watching Shroud earlier, he's gotten, I mean, dude plays is making a ton of money this past week, so he bought enough. He has every skin in the game already. So they have this crafting material that if you've gotten every item in the game and you get a loot crate, you get an Apex crate, you open it, you'll only get that crafting material. So he has a ton of that. So when new skins come out, he'll just be able to spend that crafting material on the new skins.
Right.
Which is amazing because, I mean, that was one of the most frustrating things, especially in Overwatch. If you got a duplicate, you got like the kind of the currency for there, but the currency prices for the skins were absolutely ridiculous. So they're definitely going to need to keep it updated though, like regularly. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the game's pretty balanced for the most part. Ammo can kind of be an issue. Magazine size can kind of be an issue.
So let's talk about the groups. So how do you feel about you have to group with 3 people?
I think it's fine for now. And I think with the characters, like the character system they use, there's really a lot of unique teams you can build. Like,
Yeah.
you can go with Bangalore and Bloodhound. So Bangalore can shoot out her smokes, and Bloodhound can use his ultimate to give his team the ability to see through the smoke. So those pair really well together. And then you can have somebody like a Lifeline to go in and kind of heal, or have a Wraith to go in and like quickly get in, do attacks, and then get out.
I think it kind of combines, a Overwatch mentality with like different roles in like a battle royale. So it's kind of fun in that sense, but also in the same sense, if you play by yourself, you will be grouped up with the randoms. But I guess that's a good thing that they added in this system, the point out or whatever system, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, there's the marking system in this game is ridiculous.
Yes. That was a must. I mean, if they didn't have that with you have to have 3 people, it would be a completely different situation.
Yeah.
But the fact is that you can almost talk to people without actually having a mic or actually talking to them.
I knew I was gonna like this game as soon as I got in and I saw how you loot stuff and how your inventory looks, because that's one of the most important things to me. It's like how the UI functions. So like, say you're playing with randoms and you can see like what your teammates have, like armor wise. So you pick up an armor, and then you run by another one, you see your teammate doesn't have one, you can ping that armor piece, and you'll get your teammate will get an audio cue in your character's voice, and it'll show up on their screen where it is. And on the mini map it'll show up with the icon, and it'll have the armor on it.
What's the ping button on keyboard and mouse?
I have it hot set to one of my mouse buttons, but if you click your scroll wheel down, that's what the ping is.
Okay, so on PlayStation 4, it's R1. So very easy.
Yeah, just that little one thing right there makes a huge difference. Another thing I really like. Wait, what was I going to say? Another thing I really like is what we talked about earlier with the gunplay and the recoil system. My least favorite thing about Fortnite is the bloom, and I don't like my bullets going where I'm not aiming them. Correct. Recoil is a different thing because you can control it up to a certain point. Bloom rewards good luck. Recoil rewards good gun skill and good playing. Skill. Yeah. So I will always prefer a recoil pattern over a bloom pattern. I mean, I understand, it's third person. Fortnite's third person. If there was no bloom, if there's recoil, it'd be a lot easier. Kinda. I don't know. Go play a third person game with recoil and tell me that it's easier to do than with bloom.
I think that's the biggest thing, that this game is appealing to a different class of battle royale people. I mean, as we said, it's only first person shooter.
Yeah. So
you're bringing in the skill of people that played Counter-Strike, that played, Call of Duty and stuff like that. And it's not. I think first person shooter is much more difficult than a third person shooter.
Oh, I agree.
It's a lot more quick. It's a lot. It's just harder to control and harder to be accurate. It takes more skill.
So I don't really compare. I mean, you can compare the numbers gameplay wise. You can't compare Apex to Fortnite because it's first person versus third person. Completely different skill gap mechanics. This is pretty much what Blackout. What I picture what Blackout wanted to be.
Yes, you can't compare Fortnite and this Apex. Just the only sense you can compare it is they're both battle royales. That's it.
And you can compare their metrics, like viewers on Twitch, which even then isn't the go-to or isn't the end-all be-all comparison, but it's usually a pretty good indicator for the most part. How many people are watching this? How many people are interested in this game?
Yeah, with free-to-play games, that's probably the best metric. I mean, you can I mean, if you go to, well, no, not really, because it's free to if it's free, so you can't compare downloads on consoles. You can't track downloads on PCs, as far as I know.
You can. No, you can't. You can't track downloads. If it was through Steam, you could track like the amount of users.
Yeah, you can track. You can track if it's through a. Well, I mean, I guess you can track through Origin how many downloads and how many installations.
I'm not sure,
I know, but like on the PSN network, you can track how many downloads there are, and I'm interested to see, especially next month, how many where Apex Legends ranks in the PSN and network download.
Well, there was a leak. I think it was earlier today that there's going to be a Twitch Prime bundle.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So
I saw that
for
you get
Twitch
different skins and different gear.
Yeah, you'll get a Pathfinder skin and you'll get 5 Apex crates if you have Twitch Prime. So remember when Fortnite first introduced that is when Ninja's sub count started going way up to like 200,000.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's when that started that. So I don't want to say that might happen with Shroud because
I don't think Shroud's gonna have the bigger crowd on Apex than Ninja.
Watch the two of them play.
I think that's true. I think Shroud is the better FPS player. And Ninja is better third person, like builder as it comes to Fortnite and stuff like that.
I mean, Ninja's been good at pretty much every BR that's been out. Fortnite he separated it, but a reason he also blew up like that, and I don't blame him whatsoever. He sold out pretty hard. Wait, for what? Oh, Drake. Well, yeah. Besides that, he sold out for Twitch Prime pretty hard.
Oh yeah,
which I don't blame him.
He played with Drake, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Twitch Prime is this thing where you give sub for free," and there's just like.
I don't see Shroud doing that because Shroud's just like I'm playing video games. If I'm not going to bring up Twitch Prime in between every game, stuff like that. They're two separate people. Nothing against Ninja. He's a good guy. Shroud's one of my favorite streamers on Twitch just because I don't know, I just like him. So I'm really excited for this game.
I'm very interested to see where it goes. It's very interesting.
It's going to become my main game for sure on my Twitch channel. I've been playing it. I've been enjoying it. Another thing they
play a PC game, I think it's gonna be good.
Another thing they need to do is be somewhat regular in how many characters they have and add in.
So they have 8 now?
You start with 6 and you play the game. You can just pay to have the other ones unlocked, or you can play and earn currency to unlock them.
See, I think that's a good thing. You can either pay to do it or you can unlock them. I think that's a good
thing. I don't want to say they're two of the weakest characters, but they're not necessarily two of the stronger characters.
No, that would lean into the realm of pay to win.
Pay to win, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. But how many characters do you think are going to be too much? I mean, how many different character classes, different distinctions between first-person shooters?
I'd say every major balance patch they do, they need to add in a character.
At least one.
Yeah. So every 2 months, every 3 months.
I think they should go no more than 20 though. Characters.
Yeah, they're at 8 right now.
You don't want to get to Super Smash Brothers loading screen.
Yeah, you don't want 80 people trying to I can't see my character because I have to get up my magnifying glass to see where my character is. And going back to it's only squads right now. It was interesting they did 3. If they did 4, I think there would probably only be like 2 team comps people would roll.
Is it it's 3 and 5?
No, it's only 3.
It's only 3. Okay, I think it should be I think there should be a duos and a 3. I think there should be two different groups.
Yeah, it would be really hard to balance solos. I think they could do it.
I don't think since each character is so different with their different skill set. I think that there should only be duos or 3s.
I think there should be solos. I think they'll add it in. I'm interested to see how it's going to play. It's going to play probably a lot different than any other BR because that's how it is in squads right now. But yeah, man, it's fun. I've been enjoying it. It's a really good game. I hope it can keep building off the hype that it started with.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, the real test is going to be within the next month to see how it holds up when all these other games are coming out. Because I mean, Anthem's coming out Thursday. Then you have 2-3 weeks, and then Division 2 is going to be coming out.
Division 2's in March. Yeah, that's right. Actually, March.
So it's just going to be these other little things that just chip away. Now it's going to be, do these people stay with Apex or they go back to Fortnite?
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing for it too.
To be honest, I think people were ready for a good enough game to get
not
away.
Play Fortnite.
Because, like I said, this is going to be a PvP game. Anthem is a PvE game. You're going to have Metro comes out, that's another one that's coming out soon. And Days Gone is going to come out. So, I mean, you're going to need this PvE only game that's going to be able to go back to. So, I think it will do well. It all depends on how Respawn keeps up their updates
Which
and
they
how
were very good in the Titanfall games with keeping it updated.
Yes. Yes. And like, I'm now, okay, speaking about Respawn. So, they said there's more Titanfall to come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that means?
I think it'll be either a spin-off of this game, like they'll give us kind of a save the world how Fortnite has, give us a PvE mode with all the different characters, because you could also tie that back into the battle royale. It's like, oh, you can pay $10. The game's free. You can pay $10 or $20 to get the founders version of the PvE version of the game, and when you play that, you buy the founders version, you automatically get skins that you can use in the battle royale. But then if you also play the PvE side of it, you get skins in there that you can also use. So I think Fortnite did that really well with their Save the World. You do some stuff in there, you get skins for in the battle royale.
Yeah. It could be a number of things because they said there's going to be more Titanfall.
Mm-hmm. Either that or it's some kind of prequel, some kind of side story game. I don't think it's not going to be Titanfall 3.
No, well they've already said
said
Titanfall
that,
3
yeah.
is, so it could be a collection, Titanfall 1 and 2.
Yeah, it could be like a remastered or
just like a package, you know, both games. Because I mean, the first one was only released on Xbox, as you said, so it could be a re-release on PlayStation 4 and everywhere, or it could be a big DLC or expansion type for Apex. So it's interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, it's not gonna be Titanfall 3. I don't really want that. I mean, I'd be if it would be Titanfall 1 and 2 combined together in like a re-release.
I think it'll either be that. It'll either be that or something tied into the BR, depending on if it keeps doing well.
It probably will be something tied into the BR. I mean, that's
like some kind of story mode where you get to like some
I
character
don't know
back.
About that.
Well, no, like not story mode, but like some PvE side where you can get like more like character development on each character, stuff like that.
That is going to be like, you know, here's 4 new characters, or here's another map, or something, like just try to get ahead of the game.
Yeah, they could even do like play. You know, if they do like a PvE side of it, there's a character in the PvE thing, and you beat the quote unquote campaign or story, or you do beat certain challenges, and you unlock a character for the BR mode. You know, make it not like make it like the ones in the game right now, the ones that you can pay. They're not overpowered, they're not weak, but you know, some kind of like a, you know, give you a reason to go play it. You go play it, and then you unlock a new character in the battle royale.
Right. I mean, that's a good thing with you know, free to play games. If there's a grind to unlock something, especially a new character, that's a good thing. That if you don't feel like paying the extra money or anything like that, but if they implement something as far as, I don't know how they would be able to do the battle pass, like, you know, there's different challenges in Fortnite right now. How would they implement a system like that into?
I mean, it would be like they'd have to
so
add
many kills with this weapon, or so many kills with a grenade, or so many kills with this character.
That's something they could do. It'd be like get 10 kills with Bloodhound, or get 10 kills while an enemy is marked with your scan from Bloodhound, or something like that.
It wouldn't be as expansive as Fortnite, just because, you know, there's more variables.
Yeah,
but I think it's something they could do.
Very interested.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited for this game. I hope it does well. I think everybody was just ready for something besides Fortnite.
No, I can say definitely from playing one match on controller, it felt better than. It felt like at the top of most FPS shooters that I played in the past, probably 10 years on controller.
Yeah, it's really well optimized on PC too. Game runs really well.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm interested to play on PC and keyboard and mouse, and I'm actually going to try to do it on a controller to see how it varies from PlayStation 4. Because recently, the last game that I played that was really optimized on controller was Battlefield 1. Like, I played it, and I told you that the multiplayer was spot on. You don't care for like the whole big big maps and the
I don't
tanks.
like being spawn trapped by airplanes. So
Correct. No, I completely understand that. But like as far as I mean, I logged in with a sniper one time and I was on like on an 18 kill streak just
hmm
because it was so smooth. And this was a bolt action sniper.
hmm
So it's just like it compared to that, and I was like, wow, it felt good. The slide mechanic was good. The reloads, the swapping, like you said, picking up weapons and replacing weapons,
hmm
the equipment on the ground, everything seems to be going in the right direction. So it's very interesting.
Yeah. So we'll probably do a recap episode here in a couple months, going
Yeah,
over going over like if the game did well, if the game faded out, kind of.
I
It's
think we should do like a episode probably this summer on the state of battle royales because
mhm,
at that point, Battlefield's battle royale is going to be out too.
maybe.
Yeah, if it doesn't get pushed again.
Yeah.
But at that point, I mean, unless who else is going to come out with a battle royale at this point? I mean,
Kingdom Hearts Battle Royale. Let's do it. That's the DLC.
Mitchell drops every game for that.
Yep.
Terror all the way.
Yep. Pretty much, dude. I'm gonna be lingering Will and just be riding around on my Keyblade, killing everyone.
Just dropping that the cannon.
Yeah, the Giga Cannon.
Yeah.
So, guys, go ahead and if you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, go ahead and feel free to follow us. We also stream this one of these episodes live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/Brewski. And we usually hang out before and after the podcast, shoot the shit a little bit. And I think we're actually going to play some Apex here after this. Just kind of dive in the game and get a better feel for it. Like I said, I played a good bit. Jonathan's played a game on controller on PlayStation. He hasn't played on PC yet. But this episode will be posted to YouTube probably Thursday. This is currently Tuesday. The one episode 9 will be posted on YouTube tonight after the stream. It's already up on the podcast platform. So if you haven't listened to that one, go and check that out. It was a very detailed review and just gave our thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 3. And yep, so next time I think we're going to be doing a Disney podcast actually.
Yeah, I think unless we come up with something else, we'll probably put another podcast this week. We're going to be going to Disney in less than a month, so we might be just talking about that and like our history and stuff like that with Disney and favorite rides,
Yeah, because we neither of us has been to Pandora, the Avatar section, and Animal Kingdom, so we'll be going to that. So we can maybe look at some pictures or do something about that. But we're both really excited for that because adult Disney is the best Disney.
Always.
So guys, thanks for watching. Go ahead and follow it on whatever platform you're listening on. I'm Brewski, he's JT, and go ahead and hit him with the outro.
And keep gaming.
Keep gaming, brothers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.